And finally today, we had a good show, man. We talked about everything. Mike Gundy telling people that, hey, look, I've driven drunk home before 1,000 times after about 3 or 4 beers. Yeah, Oklahoma State's going to be Oklahoma State. So whatever. Then you had Mike Tomlin standing 10 toes down for Cameron Sutton, vouching for him and his character, saying that he's a good guy through it all. And Cameron Sutton basically saying y'all won't break me down. So shout out to them, standing 10 toes down on that. Then we talked some WNBA, New York Liberty. Seems like they're on a mission, and if they continue on the course that they're on, they could go down as one of the best WNBA teams of all time. Currently, right now, 17-4 in the league. The next 6 games, only one team has a winning record, so they could possibly get there. Good to see them do what they got to do. Now, again, I don't like talking boxing. I've said this many times because there's so many boxing channels on YouTube, and I only rock with the LDBC. So shout out to them. Shout out to Drew Titan, Black Fight Fan, BFTV, Best Fight the Best, Stormy B-Man, The General 7-8. I even rock with Champside. Champside is not in the LDBC, but Champside is solid. So if you follow any of those channels, go ahead and like and subscribe to their content. Also, Queen of the Ring and Nick J, subscribe to them. CC Reacts, jump on that. That's always a good one. But there was a situation where, and again, I hate doing this, but it was so funny. There's a situation where you have Shakur Stevenson, which Shakur Stevenson, he's known for tweeting a lot and not his fights. Now, I think that Shakur Stevenson has a bunch of skill myself. I think that at 135 pounds, that dude is very skilled. He's a problem. He's very technical. Yeah, he's that guy. But a lot of people don't like the way that he boxes. And it was shown. Now, over the weekend, he did have a fight, and shout out to Blue Blood TV, because Blue Blood is the only guy who got that dude's name right, and that was that. However, they showed people boo him in his own hometown, and then they showed people walking out of the arena, and people were saying that he's boring, he's not entertaining, and it really affected Shakur Stevenson to the point where we'll tell you what he did when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at Ab Stupid. Drop the spot. Yes, Apathy, Connecticut Casual, Chapter 2. In stores now. Get it where you legally cop music. Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. Connecticut Casual, Chapter 2. My personal favorites on here is Connecticut Formal, No One Can Hear You Scream, Vacation, Never Change, featuring Lil Vic and Around the Planet. Connecticut Casual, Chapter 2 by Apathy. In stores now. So when we last left off, we were talking about Shakur Stevenson and where he went to get his energy off after people were booing him and criticizing his fight. And he ran at the brothers Cam and Mase from It Is What It Is podcast. I died laughing. It was a bigger platform. And you all know me. I don't watch other guys' material because I don't want to step on anybody's whatever they're talking about. I don't want to talk about it because I like to go in a different direction. So it isn't a form of disrespect. It's just me keeping my originality. So when they ran back at Shakur Stevenson, he said some things like they wasn't the voice of the streets, and then he tried to pit brothers against each other out here pump faking, talking about Wallow and Skip and $1 million worth of game. Cam cooked Shakur. Cameron, I mean, it's a good listen. If you want to check it out, you're welcome to go over there. But Cameron went on a rant, and first of all, he had to clarify something which I've said to these young kids time and time again. You talk too much. If you a real street dude and you got that Halloween factor, you're not out here because you're a real scary dude. You're not out here broadcasting, when dudes see you, they need to clip. No, come on, man. Stop that. Stop the nonsense. Keep it boxing. Your boss is a gangster, not you. You a dude who boxes in the street. This is the same Shakur Stevenson on camera that was punching a girl. He couldn't even knock the girl out. But he got on his this weekend. He started leading up, talking about he gonna knock dude out, he gonna style on him. He ain't let his hands go. People started booing. It was just hard to watch. And in his last two fights, I mean, everybody's saying the same thing. He's scared to get hit and he's not entertaining. And he's hearing it all the time. And then Mase was sitting there saying that he's fighting harder on Twitter than he did the night of the fight. Oh my God. And then Cam said something to the effect that you're not a pay-per-view star. You always on TV. It's free TV. All we got to do is click, and then there you go. And nobody wanted to click. That was hilarious. Again, you cannot. These dudes had the up. It was so hilarious, and they kept it. The thing that I love, they kept it 100% giggles and goofy on him, and it just made Shakur Stevenson look like a bigger joke than anything else out there. Look, give me about 20 and we'll close this thing out. This is Big Vern. Yes, Lupe Fiasco, Samurai, in stores now. Get it where you legally cop music. Samurai by Lupe Fiasco. My personal favorites are Samurai, the entitled track, Mumble Rap, Cake, #1 headband. Love everything about it. Like I said, it's in stores right now. If you're into hip hop and the lyricism, the pen play, the metaphors, and you still believe in the art form, we feel like Samurai is going to be one of your better picks this month. So that's why we've been pumping the album. So back to Cam and Mase and cooking Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, it was hilarious. And then he tried to say that they was broke. Then they was like, we make more money than you. And then they was talking to, I guess, the producer of the show, a program director. And then they was like, man, we just gave him $25,000 just because. And he asked him, he was like, when's the last time you gave anybody in your circle $25,000? Just because. No, they didn't have to do anything special. You just gave them money. Again, it's young stuff. Then he tried to say he didn't care about the fans, and the fans is how you pay your bills, and just a whole bunch of weird stuff involving Shakur Stevenson. Now they're talking about he's got to sign a deal with Floyd Mayweather and yada, yada, yada. I don't know how that's going to work out. Hopefully, I hope it works for the brother. I hope it works for him. I know he's got a young family and stuff like that. The best advice somebody could give him is to stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. Get somebody to proofread anything that you're going to send out, because you don't want to be made to look silly like he is right now. You do understand Shakur Stevenson is an undefeated fighter. He's undefeated. He's won titles in multiple weight classes. And instead of being looked at like a serious individual, he's a laughingstock. He's a laughingstock. So, I don't know. Do what y'all will with that. This is Big Vern. It's been great to the survivors out there of these storms that came in and did some damage. thoughts and prayers. Hopefully you'll get through this thing, and we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow.